Good morning, Card Meanies. RJ back with another video, so let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day from 2005 Donruss Throwback Threads, an insert set called the Polo Grounds. This is the Polo Grounds did this kind of playing card, game card release for a number of players. Mike Schmidt's version is number 98 out of the 100 card set. Each one featured a central image of the player, their name, and the team. And then on the side, this information changed with a number of different options. Each one serial numbered. This is out of 15. One of the ones I didn't have that I just picked up and trying to collect all of them. There's about 56 different versions of this card, each with a different serial number and a different style. I shouldn't say, I mean, not a different serial number. The serial numbering ranges in increments of 5, from 5 up to 80. And again, there's 56 varieties, and as a Mike Schmidt super collector, I'm trying to collect all of them, all of the 56 of them. I got about 30 of them. There's a lot to go. They're hard to find. Once you get past the first, the high numbers, they don't come up too often. But I'm endeavoring to do it, and this is one of the short prints out of 15. Short one base hit and hit. I don't know how the game is played. I didn't play it. But this is modeled after the original game cards from back in the 20s or teens. I can't remember exactly when the Polo Grounds original cards came out, but you can find them. And again, this is from Donruss. What did I just say? Throwback Threads set from 2005, an insert set. My random Mike Schmidt item of the day. Today, being July the 4th, I am showing off a lot of USA-related items, so my random baseball item of the day is actually from 1991 Score, the American flag card. I had, everybody knows about this being in Score 1991. Dropped it. It was celebrating Operation Desert Storm, which was going on in 91, the original invasion of Iraq to free Kuwait. Back then, they put this card in number 737 out of the set, and I've always wanted to have this card in a Gem 10, so I bought it a couple years ago to have a Gem 10 card of the American flag. That is my random baseball item of the day. Today's trivia question, I'm going to do something unique today, all right? Today being July the 4th, there are a whole bunch of interesting things that happened in baseball history, in the history of baseball. A whole bunch of different things that happened on July the 4th in the history of baseball. So, all I want from you is to tell me anything that you think is interesting that happened on July the 4th in baseball history. That's all I want. Not even going to ask you a question. I'm saying what happened on July the 4th that is interesting to you. All right? That's all you have to do. What you're playing for, really cool card from 1993 Upper Deck. The Baseball Assistance Team, BAT, T202 reprint card, the Mecha Triple Folders cards. This one of Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth. Really awesome little art thing in the middle. One card of both Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig. That's what you're playing for. All you got to do is shoot me an email with whatever you thought was interesting that happened on July the 4th. Again, just send me an email. I will include my email in the description below, along with a repeat of that question you will have today and tomorrow to answer. We will pick a winner on Sunday, all right? Good luck to everybody on that. So, being July the 4th, I figured I'd show off some trading cards I have that celebrate the reason we celebrate the holiday, America's independence, all right? So, what I have is I got a set several, I think last year or the year before from a company called Starline. They put out what they call the Americana set, which is the history of America in set format. All right, the history of America. And several of the cards obviously focus on the several of the cards focus on the Revolutionary War, the move for independence, all that stuff. All right. So show off a couple of those more interesting ones. So in the beginning of the before the war, you had things like the Boston Tea Party card representing the Indians throwing the tea off the thing. All right. Explains a little bit of things there. And prior to what really, led to this day, obviously, is the Declaration of Independence, very famous painting, Declaration of Independence. That is the card here. Again, talks about what the Declaration of Independence was, and then celebrates where we are today, Independence Day. Another great famous painting. All right. Some of the main signer of the Declaration of Independence, if you recall, John Hancock. And then really cool card here, another flag card that I have, just the American flag, created by Betsy Ross. Another great Revolutionary War card here is crossing the Delaware. Being close to Philadelphia, here is the Liberty Bell. All these different great historical cards. I'm a big fan of history. Then the surrender at Yorktown, which ended the war. Following the end of the war, talking about some of the more famous individuals who were a part of the Revolutionary War days. Ben Franklin, George Washington. This card set has at least one card of every American president during the time it had been created back in 1992. So here's Thomas Jefferson. And then John Adams, also still part of the Revolutionary War times. All three of those guys were signers of the Declaration of Independence. Washington wasn't, but Franklin, Adams, and Jefferson were. And then eventually there was the Constitutional Convention to create America's Constitution. So those are a couple of historical cards to remind everybody why we're celebrating today, but at least to show you some baseball things. There are any number of baseball cards out there with flags, American flags on them, or flag motifs, or something. Any number of cards, baseball cards. I figured I'd just show off a small little set, 1995 Topps, an insert set called Cyber Stars. It's just 7 stars of the day from 1995, and it has a flag motif in the back. So here is Barry Bonds. This is from 1995 Topps, the Cyber Stars. 1995 Topps. Bonds. Jose Canseco. Kind of looks like Pete Incaviglia from the side there, but Jose Canseco. Juan Gonzalez. Fred McGriff. Carlos Baerga. Ryan Klesko. We still had high hopes for Ryan Klesko at that time. And then Kenny Lofton. So I did give you at least a couple cards with flags on them to celebrate Independence Day. I hope you guys are all finding a method in which to celebrate Independence Day, finding a time to get away with family and friends, but to always remember, to celebrate our fantastic country. That's what I hope for you all today. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. I really do appreciate your support as I try my best to support everybody with this great card being here, all right? Come back again on Sunday for the trivia recap. Otherwise, have a great rest of your week and take care.